That feeling when you're almost done and you didn't notice it stopped recording right at the end. Hi guys, I've got something different today. It's a Bellabox. If you don't know what a Bellabox is, they're a subscription box. However, Bellabox often do a influencer box, and this one in particular, it's not a subscription. You just buy it if you want to give it a shot. So it's a once off and it doesn't sign you up to the subscription. I'm not a subscription box kind of person. I like to be really specific about things. So I do have a few subscriptions that I'll talk about in another video, but not to a box like this with random samples. However, when Sharon put up a video about this, I'm a bit of a Sharon fan, I'm very much a Sharon fan, and I really wanted to see what she'd put together. So I used the last of my little Christmas money that I had left over, and I picked it up. So it's available from bellabox.com.au, and it is $59.60. So the question is it worth it? What was in it? What did I find? And that's what we're going to find out now. So the products in the box are both full size and deluxe sample sizes. And I'm just going to go through in order that they're actually listed on the website. I have used the entire box at least twice for 2 date nights because it is a date night box. The whole idea is that it's supposed to be an easy glam that you can just, get on and get out the door. So I've tried it all twice for 2 different date nights. I did try and film both of them, but as it is, like, you're trying to get things done. I've got kids, so I was trying to make sure the kids had like dinner and the babysitter and all that kind of stuff was organized. So I never actually got around to, taking photos or filming anything. So, so I thought I would just put it on my face today when I had time and just walk you through the products. So here we go. The first thing on the list is a full size Jergens Natural Glow. So it's a gradual self tanner, and I'm not the biggest fan now that I know how these things actually work. They essentially mess with the top layer of your skin to give you a natural glow. Look, I wanted to give it a go. I think we've all seen the Dove one that I just never got around to using. It's not my thing, but it was nice to try, and it doesn't smell, wasn't sticky. So, it's probably the best gradual self tanner I've ever tried. Second on the list is the Lancome Advanced Genifique. It's essentially a serum. It's a little sample size. This one's 5 ml. It's actually quite a lot of product in here, and I've gotten quite a few uses out of it. Really enjoying it. It's a serum. Obviously, with something this size, you're not going to see major results because it's not several weeks to a month's worth. However, it hasn't had any problems with my makeup going over the top, and I really enjoyed it. Next up, this I loved. This was fantastic. The black eye masks. They were really good, and the day that I used them, like, I really needed it. So they're these little black eye-shaped masks. You just peel it off. These come from Mecca, and they're in a 2-pack generally. A 5-pack, and it's $30 for a 5-pack. I don't know if I would repurchase. I don't know if I would purchase this separately. I'd like to think that that would be like a special occasion. If I had something special coming up, I probably would if I had the spare cash, but in general, not something I'd repurchase. But goodness me, did they work. They really, really soothing. My under eyes were lovely. My concealer went on like a dream. There was no creasing because the fine lines were just smooth. It was great. I loved it. But it's a little out of my normal everyday or, date night thing. But you never know. That's, if I ever need to bump up an order or something, maybe that would be something that I would pick up again. So yes, highly recommend. There was plenty of serum. They were comfortable. Good stuff. Next up is the MAC Strobe Cream. Not something I have actually used before because I usually find creams, bronzers, that kind of thing, that they're not my jam. I'm more of a powder girl, but I really enjoyed this. It's in Pink Light. It's not too strong. It's a good colour for my skin tone. So that was great. And I'm going to get use out of this. I'll probably use this up before the middle of the year. So I will keep using it and finish it up. So I've got my value out of this. However, it's $56 for the full size one. So it's not something I'd repurchase because it's not something that I would normally love and use. So it's a yay. I got to try it. Would I actually buy it? No, not for me, but it's nice. And it didn't really disrupt my makeup. So that's a good thing. Okay, so next on the list is, oh, how cute is this? It's a tiny Real Techniques brush. So it's the face brush and the head is the full size brush, but it's just got a weeny little handle on it. It's really cute. So they call it the Mini Expert Face Brush. While I don't use brushes for my foundation, I did use it to buff in the strobe cream. And I've also used it with one of my Colourpop Super Shock cheek products that I'm trying to see if I actually want to put in my project pan. So I did use it, and I also used it for powder products a few times. It's really nice. It's travel size. I am going to put this into my travel bag. So I have a travel bag that's fairly permanently packed where I can just grab it if I need to or if I know, whatever reason. I've got a travel bag that's normally packed with little bits and pieces. So I won't use this normally, but I will definitely put this in my travel bag and it will get used. It's very cute, very soft, and it's actually my first Real Techniques brush. So, you know, I was pretty happy about that. It was a nice chance to try that product. Next are two Eye of Horus products. One of them is my holy grail. One of them I've been wanting to try, but haven't needed to order anything, so I haven't actually got my hands on it yet. So it's the lipstick. This is the Eye of Horus lipstick range. They're new-ish to the market. The only thing I found is that it doesn't always want to go. Like sometimes you have to not force it, but just kind of jiggle it a bit to make it move. So this is the red, Vesta Red. It's gorgeous. It's a lovely normal red. Wearing it now. Really like it. It reminds me a lot of the consistency of the MAC mattes, bullet lipsticks. It's not as dry as the retro mattes, so it's not as hard to put on as something, say, as Ruby Woo. So it goes on fairly easily, but what I ended up doing just to get a nice soft lip and without having to use a pencil to do a really sharp edge, I popped it on my bottom lip in the middle and then used a brush and just kind of picked it up and off the bullet and then did the edges with the brush and then used the bullet again and did the same with my top lip. So it did need a bit of help to get a nice line that wasn't either too harsh or too blurry. Blurry lines don't work for my mouth in general, so it's not like a great shape. I can't really do those gorgeous Korean blown out edges, but it did sitting really nicely. I've had it on for a few hours now and having a drink, and it's still on, hasn't gone anywhere. So you know it'll wear through, and I'm really confident about using this for date nights. And like I said, it's more comfortable than the MAC retro mattes. So probably not watch out Ruby Woo, but it's nice and I really liked it. So the second from Eye of Horus is the Goddess Smoky Pencil. Now, if you've watched my project pan, you will know that I already have two of these. So yeah, I didn't need a third. However, I actually I have someone who has been wanting to try it and I was able to gift it to her. So she is getting a brand new black pencil because I don't need a third. But yeah, it was nice to be able to share something with my friend and give something to her. So I was really happy about that still. And this pencil is amazing. Once it's on, it doesn't smudge, doesn't budge. I don't have transfer problems. Some people find that it does transfer to their lower waterline. However, I tend to, if I'm lining my upper waterline, I line my bottom one anyway. So it's not a problem for me. Lasts really well, easy to sharpen. Yeah, so I'm currently got one in my project pan. Next up is something I had never actually heard of. It's Manicadar blush. Now, I could be wrong, but this is probably the hardest. Here we go. I found it really hard to get open. It was really, like you'd think they'd be like, it's a blush, just open it. No, couldn't get it open. But now that I've done it a few times, it's a bit easier. So anyway, it was just something little. Doesn't really matter, but it annoyed me. The colour is pretty similar to NARS Orgasm. Pretty similar. Like it's that pinky, peachy with a bit of a gold into it. Again, I'm wearing it today. It's nice. It's very pigmented. Go easy because this puppy, very pigmented. I like it though. Definitely keep it. Following on from that were the Ardell Faux Mink lashes. So I went to trim these to fit my eyes and realised that I was going to be cutting off like a third. They're really long and I don't have that wide an eye. So what I did is just chopped one in half, which is why there's only one in here. They were comfortable, they were really dramatic, but I think that a half lash, it just worked really well and I was happy with them. I have other lashes that I like more, so I'm more likely to just keep using the other ones. However, these were the first mink style lash that I have tried. Yeah, it was nice, it was comfortable, wouldn't repurchase, just because I tend to like my lashes a little bit less dramatic. This is a bit much for me. But yes, really liked, especially if you have normal sized eyes. Finally for the eyes is the Clinique High Impact Mascara. I'm wearing it today and I really like it. My only little quibble that I have with it is that it still has the full size wand brush on it. It's too much, it's too big. It's like as big as my entire eye. But for, like, I can still work around it. I found that it doesn't smudge or flake on me. It's not the same volume as my favorite Holy Grail mascara, but it was nice and it's a really good little travel size. So yeah, I liked it. And I'll keep using it once I have finished up my current mascara, which is almost done. So yeah, I think this will be probably the next thing to go into my project pan, just so that it doesn't go to waste, because it is a good product and I really liked it. So we're down to our last few products. The last makeup-y thing is this cute little Clarins Comfort Lip Oil. So it's a red base and you can just pop it over this very matte lipstick if that's something that you like a glossier over the top, or it's beautiful by itself. And it's comfortable, it doesn't stick too badly. I haven't ended up with it in my mouth, which I really like, because you know when you get that line, it didn't do that lip glossy line on me, so that I really appreciated that. But I wouldn't repurchase just because there are so many lip products. I don't need to buy any more lip products. And then we come to the Rosewater Balancing Mist. I'm going to have a real problem when I run out of this. It is beautiful. It's this little bottle and it smells divine. It doesn't have that gross granny rose. It's soft and yes, I love it. I've been using the Rosewater Balancing Mist after I've been putting my serums on and they've dried down. I'll just give my face a quick spritz before I put my moisturizer on, just so there's actually moisture in there to hold in, and I've really been liking it. Yeah, it's a great little product, and if I was going to splurge, I would probably splurge on this. Out of all of the things in this box, this is the one I was just like, it's so good. Yeah, I really, really liked it. So I just checked. This is a 30 ml and the actual bottle is 50 ml, so it's almost a half size bottle. And the price is only $35, so, you know, it's not too bad. It would definitely be a splurge product considering it's just a face mist, but at $35, it's a little pick-me-up rather than a big expense. So yeah, I think maybe one day this is something that I would pick up. Okay, we're down to the last two, a hair product and a fragrance sample. So the hair product was the Aveda Air Control. It's a nice sample-sized hairspray. handbag sized, travel sized. I don't normally use hairspray. It's not something that I run through, and I currently have enough to see me until the end of my days. However, I like this size. It doesn't have to live under the sink. It can live at my desk, in my handbag. When I travel, like, it would just be so much more convenient. I really like it. It's not a drugstore product, so it smells nice. It's not too sticky. It performs like you'd expect it to, like a light hold hairspray. It's really nice. So if I ever, for whatever reason, did need a light control hairspray, I probably would go for this, having tried it and knowing that it works. It does what it says. So that was really nice. For the fragrance sample, there were two possible options that you could get in the box. You could get the peony or the rose, and I lucked in with the rose because rose is my favorite over peony. So I was very, very happy that I got the rose. So it's Acqua di Parma, which is available at both Myer and David Jones. It is the Noble Rose. I'm not even going to try and pronounce it. I'm almost halfway through my little sample because I'm actually really enjoying it. And yeah, it doesn't last all day or all night. So I've worn it a few times and taken it with me and just reapplied it. Obviously you can do that with this, but you wouldn't want to do that with the full size bottle. Yeah, I just checked. It's $167. I'm not carting around a perfume that expensive. So, you know, it was great to be able to use this up. It went with my skin. I do have problems with perfumes going sour on my skin because I guess I have acidic skin and they do go sour pretty quickly. So, but this one didn't, which was lovely. I really appreciated being able to use it. And I do like my expensive fragrances, but they're not something that I usually spend money on. So that was wonderful. So in conclusion, what did I think? Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was a good chance to try some higher end things. I'd recommend it if you wanted to give some higher end things a go that you wouldn't normally pick up. If I'm going to spend a bit more, I tend to spend it on color products for my face rather than mists and oils and, you know, that kind of thing. So it was nice to have some higher end things to give a little go, see how I liked. And while I probably wouldn't run out and purchase anything from here, there was already my Holy Grail pencil. So I already knew that was in there, and the lipstick that I had been wanting to try. So I definitely got value out of it. And it was good to know, especially actually all the things I've already used. So the pencil that I was able to give to a friend, but that's $40 alone. And then the lipstick, the eye patches, trying the MAC strobe cream without having to buy a full size, fantastic. So yeah, I really enjoyed it, and for me, it was definitely worth it. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed seeing what I thought of the box and seeing stuff on my face. So I hope you have a great day, whatever you're doing, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.